Could we unredact them so we could get context?
That's how it's in evidence.
That's how it's in evidence.
Well, Ms.
Heard, there is no question pending, and I would appreciate it if you wouldn't be making argument to the jury.
Sorry, I thought you had asked me about it.
No, I didn't ask you about anything.
Emotional damage.
From what I've lived through, from what I've survived, I'm not sitting in this courtroom snickering. I'm not sitting in this courtroom laughing, smiling, and making snide jokes. I'm not. This is horrible. This is painful. And this is humiliating for any human being to go through. And perhaps it's easy to forget that, but I'm a human being. Johnny has taken enough of my voice.
Wish I fucking thought I could have kids with you. You're a fucking kid yourself. Suck my. Go be a real married man and go deal with your shit the way that a man does.
You're the most spoiled fucking brat. And you got everybody out here almost full, but it don't last long.
You're right.
I've been here a lot longer.
You're right. You got it figured out. You're a joke.
I have the right to tell my story. I have the right to say what happened to me. I have the right to my voice and my name.
Tell the world, Johnny. Johnny Depp, man, I'm a victim too of domestic violence, and yes. It's a fair fight. And see how many people believe or side with you.
He took it long enough. I hope to get my voice back.
Stop it. Get some help.
How did Ms. Heard's actions on May 27th, 2016 affect you?
Changed everything.
Objection, Your Honor.
Oh, it didn't change everything?
This lawsuit.
Right.
Sir, if you could wait till the objection, please.
Yes, I'm sorry. Tourette's.
What, if any, injuries do you have in this photograph?
The eye's a little bit bugged out, if you will.
How did that happen?
If you disagreed...
Objection, Your Honor.
Mr. Depp, specifically, how did the injury in this photograph occur?
I'm sure it hit me. Is that better?
You've also said that with respect to women that you want to be with, I need, I want, I take. Haven't you?
Equally as ludicrous, no.
Can you pull up DX883, please?
You can pull it what you like. I've never said those words. There's not enough hubris in me to say anything like that.
You want to see the whole thing unredacted? We can look at that, too.
No, because you could have typed it up last night. No.
Yeah. Sir, you tried to get her fired from the Aquaman after the temporary restraining order, didn't you?
Well, what is related to the story about me getting...
Yes or no, Mr. Depp.
I can't please you with a yes or a no every single time.
It's a yes or no question, Mr. Depp. You tried to get Ms. Heard fired, didn't you?
Answer's no.
Willy Wonka doesn't matter to you? You see him in that movie, Charlie and Chocolate Factory? Did you look at that one when you were comparing his processing speed?
Do I have to answer that question, Your Honor?
You have to answer questions. Yes, sir.
No, I did not.
You know this case is being televised, right?
I am aware that there are cameras.
So this gets you your 15 minutes of fame, doesn't
Objection, Your Honor. Argumentative.
I stand to gain nothing from this. I'm actually putting myself kind of in the target of TMZ, a very litigious organization, and I'm not seeking any 15 minutes here. So you're welcome to speculate. I could say the same thing by taking Amber Heard as a client for you.
A little argumentative, don't you think?
Oh, hardly. I find that to be purely logical.
Mr. Depp calls Kate Moss to the stand. Did Mr. Depp push you in any way down the stairs?
No. It had been a brainstorm. I slid down the stairs and I hurt my back. He came running back to help me, carried me to my room and got me medical attention.
I don't hesitate, I don't wait, I just in my head instantly think of Kate Moss and the stairs, and I swung at him.
Mr. Knight, you are a pretty big fan of Johnny Depp, aren't you?
I am not, to be honest.
Your Honor, for the record, I've known Mr. Tobin for several years. I meant no snarkiness toward him.
Well, you're just a snarky guy.
Mr. Depp objected to Dr. Jacobs' notes as hearsay. I have some more.
As long as you don't just keep turning every page in that book.
No,
I'm not staying for that.
It is not.
Okay.
Did you ever notice anyone visiting Amber Heard at night while Mr. Depp was away?
During the time that I was living there?
Yes.
Yes.
Was it more than 10?
Yes.
Was it more than 20?
Yes.
Was it more than 30?
Yes.
Was it more than 50?
Again, I
can't really speculate.
Did Rocky tell you, while Amber was still married to Johnny Depp, that the three of them, Amber Heard, Elon Musk, and Cara Delevingne, spent the night together?
Yes.
What did he say?
What, if anything, did Rob Cowan say to you specifically about the chemistry between Amber Heard and Jason Momoa?
Just the fact that they didn't really have a lot of chemistry together. And it's sort of movie magic and editorial, the ability to sort of put performances together, and with the magic of, you know, a great score and how you put the pieces together, you can fabricate sort of that chemistry. And so I think at the end of the day, I think if you watch the movie, they look like they had great chemistry. But I just know that through the course of the post-production that it took a lot of effort to get there. Because it's like, what makes a movie star a movie star? Like you know it when you see it, and the chemistry wasn't there.
This is about the fingers.
I understand that. But my question is,
I think it's important that they understand that.
this is the time for me to ask you questions. Your counsel will have the ability to rehabilitate you and ask you questions on redirect. Right now, let's try my question.
Okay.
You can't definitively say what caused the injury to Mr. Depp's fingers. Yes or no?
No.
Do you recall? I'm trying. What, if anything, did the medical records reflect about your nose?
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay.
I'll sustain the objection.
Ms. Heard's acting coach, Christina Sexton, testified that Ms. Heard has difficulty crying when she is acting. You saw it. Ms. Heard sobbing without tears, while spinning elaborate, exaggerated, fantastical accounts of abuse and everything going on in her mind almost a decade prior while enduring that abuse. He acknowledges that he said those things, and he said things that he shouldn't have. But using bad language and colorful humor does not mean that you are a violent abuser. Consider what the true purpose of the article. It was timed to be released at the same time as Aquaman, and it was timed to coincide with her announcement of her ambassadorship at the ACLU for women's rights.
Well, isn't that convenient?
This is the real Ms. Heard, the one in the audio recordings.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Not the one you saw in this courtroom.
Mr. Depp, what has it been like for you to listen to Ms. Heard's testimony at this trial?
It's insane. I don't think anyone enjoys having to split themselves open and tell the truth. But there are times when one just simply has to, because it's gotten out of control. Horrible, ridiculous, humiliating, ludicrous, painful, savage, unimaginably brutal, cruel, and all false. All false. No human being is perfect, certainly not. But I have never in my life committed sexual battery, physical abuse, all these outlandish, outrageous stories of me committing these things and living with it for 6 years and waiting to be able to bring truth out. So this is not easy for any of us. I know that. No matter what happens, I did get here and I did tell the truth, and I have spoken up for what I've been carrying on my back reluctantly for 6 years.